Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. Wrapping up 2024, in this video, I'm going to be showing off the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1940s for December 2024. Now, for the month of December, you're going to see a lot of familiar cards show up on the top 10 list, but there's one that you do not see very often at all, let alone on the top 10 list, and it also sold for a record high price. Now, when I go over the top 10 cards, I note whether the card was also found in VCP's database as I show the average price for that card in that particular grade. Now, one of the things I found interesting for this month is every single card on the top 10 list, bar one, was not included in VCP's database. Now, I saw somewhere that eBay may be changing its code for other companies to be able to access their data. I'm not sure if VCP is currently having some issues pulling data from eBay. I don't know. I just found it a little strange that 9 of the 10 cards that eBay said sold in December, VCP does not have that sales data in their database. But since I am going on eBay reported sales, I did include those sales in my top 10. So let's go check out the top 10 sales for December. Coming in at number 10, we have this 1949 Leaf Stan Musial in a PSA 4. This one sold on December 15th for $3,000. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 4 is $2,984. The record high sale was $6,097 back in March of 2022 through Mile High. At number 9, we have this 1949 Leaf Ted Williams in a PSA 5. This one sold on December 20th for $3,175. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 5 is $3,880. The record high sale was $6,000 back in August of last year through REA. At number 8, we have this 1941 Play Ball Joe DiMaggio in a PSA 4. This one sold on December 16th for $3,996. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 4 is $3,600. The record high sale was $5,000 back in May of 2023 through eBay. Now, there was one other significant 1941 Play Ball Joe DiMaggio sale in December. It was another PSA 4 copy. This one sold on December 21st for $2,850. At number 7, we have this 1949 Leaf Joe DiMaggio in a PSA 6. This one sold on December 11th for $5,776. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 6 is $4,839. The record high sale was $7,660 1 year ago through eBay. At number 6, we have this 1949 Bowman Jackie Robinson in a PSA 4. This one sold on Christmas for $5,800. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 4 is $5,187, although the record high sale was $14,917 back in February of 2021 through a clean sweep auction. Now, there was one other significant 1949 Bowman Jackie Robinson sale in December. This one, a PSA 2.5 that sold on December 11th for $3,799. At number 5, we have this 1940 Playball Ted Williams in a PSA 8. This one sold on December 2nd for $7,571. It was an auction. There were 19 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 8 is $8,913. The record high sale was $9,800 in last month in November of 2024 through eBay. Now, there was one other significant 1940 Playball Ted Williams card that sold in December. This one, a PSA 5 copy, sold on December 17th for $2,400. At number 4, we have this 1946 Propagandist Montiel Martin Dihigu in a PSA 2.5. This one sold on December 16th for $9,500. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a 2.5 is this sale at $9,500, as it represents a new record high for a PSA 2.5. The previous high was only $810 back in July of 2018 through a PWCC listing on eBay. Now, there have only been 2 graded copies at a PSA 2.5. Only one has been graded higher at a PSA 3. At number 3, we have this 1949 Leaf Babe Ruth in a PSA 6. This one sold on December 24th for $11,000. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 6 is $9,667. The record high sale was $17,080 back in January of 2024 through Golden. Now, there were 3 other significant 1949 Leaf Babe Ruth sales in December. One was a PSA 3 copy that sold on December 18th for $6,000. A PSA 1.5 copy sold on December 6th for $3,250. And finally, another PSA 1.5 sold on December 10th for $2,200. Now, a question for all of you. Based on eye appeal, would you rather have the PSA 6 copy here for $11,000 that the registry is a little bit off? Or would you rather have either the PSA 3 copy for half that price at $6,000 or that first PSA 1.5 copy for only $3,250? At number 2, we have this 1949 Bowman Satchel Paige in a PSA 7. This one sold on December 6th for $12,996. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 7 is $11,933. The record high sale was $19,291 back in July of 2021 through Memory Lane. Now, there were 2 other significant 1949 Bowman Satchel Paige sales in December. One was a PSA 2 copy that sold on December 19th for $3,950. And then we have a great-looking PSA 1 that sold on December 25th for $2,561. And at number 1, we have this 1949 Leaf Jackie Robinson in a PSA 4. This one sold on December 10th for $15,999. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 4 is $14,492. The record high sale, though, was $35,000 back in March of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. Now, there were 4 other significant 1949 Leaf Jackie Robinson sales in December. The first one was a PSA 2.5 copy that sold on December 31st for $10,000. A PSA 2 copy sold on December 2nd for $9,200. A PSA 1.5 sold on December 15th for $8,996. And finally, a PSA 2 copy sold on December 6th for $7,951. Well, there you go, the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1940s for December 2024. As always, would love to know in the comments what you think about the cards that made this month's top 10 list. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.